Good Friday morning, everybody. It's breakfast sandwich time, y'all. So what I'm frying up this morning is some Oscar Mayer turkey bacon, and let's get the camera on the bacon. Get the camera on the bacon. There we go. I think that's a pretty good shot right there. Yeah, camera on the bacon, and I'm gonna show y'all the bacon. This is Oscar Mayer low sodium turkey bacon. It's sort of thin cut, but let me just tell y'all the best way to fry this real thin turkey bacon. And the sodium is low because you know they put lots of sodium in bacon and stuff. And I'm still on my low sodium kick. You put olive oil in the pan and you turn it on. You get the grease really hot. You then turn it down, and you go ahead and put your bacon in there, and you just let it fry. Well, let's see. Let's see if we can. Well, let me get my camera right. Here we go. Y'all know, honey, my camera person called in this morning. She called in. So here we go. Okay, so here we are right here. See how it's frying and sizzling? You don't fry it too hard because, you know, that thin bacon would get real too crispy almost. And then that way, I don't like it when it's too crispy. So, what I do, oh Lord, look at her work the camera. What I do is like so. That right there is a microwave y'all seen, so don't worry about that right there. Okay, so while it's frying up, you just about right there when it starts looking a little bit crisp around the edges, about like that, you just take and flip it. And the next time I do something with them, I'm gonna be taking it out the pan. You want bacon? You ready to go walk?
No, I ain't eating like
Okay. I'll leave yours on the stove. That was Kareem. That man voice was Kareem. So anywho, you just go ahead. You don't fry it too hard. Hey y'all, I'm back. So we're going to call this a cheese egg BLT on pita bread. How about that? Y'all know I always really soft scramble and make my gourmet cheesy eggs. And this is what we're going to make the sandwich. The breakfast. This is a nice breakfast sandwich, y'all. So we don't have much further to go. Turn that heat down. I got the heat up high. The key to a good egg, scrambled or otherwise, is don't overcook it. Do not overcook it. You know it doesn't take that much to cook. When I look at these cook shows, you have to cook it much slower, but I don't have to take 10 minutes to cook my scrambled eggs because I know how to fast cook them. And I'm sure they teach it that way because it's so easy to overcook and to scorch eggs if you don't know how to cook them on high heat. This is not high heat, but it's hot heat. Okay? Gonna be nice and fluffy. Maybe to a certain consistency. It's a done deal. Okay. And I think they're about there. They're there. I like mine like that because see, as they're in the pan, they're gonna continue cooking anyway. So I take them off the heat, set them off to the side here. If y'all hold on a minute, I'm gonna let y'all watch me while I put this sandwich together. In the oven, I have got my my pita bread cooking. I lifted the pita bread out of there. And it's hot. It's hot. I'm gonna go ahead and put my other piece in there. I only had one piece in there. Put my other piece of pita bread. And what I do is just let it heat up really good, y'all. And as it heats, it just gets nice and soft and fluffy. Yum, yum, that's good. So the piece that I'm going to be eating, I'm going to cut mine in half. And I'm going to put some mayonnaise on. And this is the bread I'm using, the Greek. Let me see, let me get it over where you can see it. It's called Greek. It's Papa Pita Greek pita bread. You get 6 flats in here. Now this is like $3 or $4, I think, at the regular store. But when I purchase mine, I get it at the bakery, and I only pay like 99 cents, I think, for 6 of them in here. And they freeze real good. Y'all know I have to find out the freezing ability of this bread when I purchase it, because when I go, I probably go to the bakery maybe once a week or something like that, or once every other week, depending on what I buy. And I try not to buy too much so I don't have to throw away a lot. Let me see. This may be my sister-in-law calling me back. Y'all, excuse me one sec. Okay, I'm back, y'all. I've got my piece of bread out here. Got mine that I'm going to eat out. I'm going to go ahead and make my sandwich. Kareem said he didn't want to eat his right now, so we'll get his going here shortly. So what I'm going to do, y'all know I have, since this is, you know what I just thought about? I didn't buy like iceberg lettuce this time. I bought the, what do you call it? The salad lettuce. So let's see what's going on with salad lettuce. I'm going to go ahead and get it out. Y'all hold on. Oh yeah, I think it's going to work, y'all. I believe the salad lettuce is going to work. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're making put a little bit of mayo. I'm not going to put all that big clump on there. So I put it, I'm going to take it out. Okay, so that's mayonnaise. Get my couple teaspoons of mayonnaise. Spread it well. That wasn't quite mine. All I can have. I can have a couple teaspoons. So that's my mayo on there. And let's see about the lettuce. And I'm going to go ahead and do my eggs on here now. Put some eggs on there. How about that? I'm getting excited. Y'all know me, I'm not a big meat eater, so this bacon cooked up wonderful, y'all. Just absolutely wonderful. And of course I got tomatoes to go on there. After all, this is a BLT. Now I have more salad on here than anything else, because I love my salad. Y'all know I love my salad, and I love my veggies, and I love my fruit. So clean that spoon off like so. Well, I was trying to cheat and get a little bit more, but there's no more on there. Okay, so the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is let me see if my lettuce is going to cooperate. Yeah, it's okay. Get me some lettuce going on there. I don't want to pile it so high that I can't cut it. But after all, I do like my salad. Well, that's good. So, and we're going to put us a little bit of, how about some powerful salt-free seasoning on there? Just a little bit, just a little bit. Probably a little powerful on there. And what that does, that just knocks the edge off of not using salt. Okay. And find me some black pepper over here. A little bit of black pepper. Okay. And we're just gonna top it like so. And y'all know me. I'm gonna cut it just like it's a regular sandwich. And voila. I got myself a nice cheese egg BLT. Can you see that? Can y'all see that? I can have that little piece right there. This makes a nice breakfast sandwich. Excuse my chew. Or it could be a lunch sandwich. However you want to do it. And then I'm going to have myself, I made some fruit salad last night. Because I try to get in as much of my fruits and vegetables as I possibly can, whatever way I can. So, after I turn everything over on the sink, I'm going to go ahead and, I'm sorry, I turned my head away from the camera. I am going to go ahead and get my fruits And I got my veggies in. So I'm gonna get my fruit in. And I think I'm gonna set myself up on this smaller plate here. This is gonna be Kareem's plate. I'm gonna set myself up right here, like so. Okay. Like so. Move that plate out of the way. Just put it right back over here. And I'm going to set Kareem up on this plate over right here. Okay, we'll just set his over here. Now look, this is on a 3-piece of bacon. But what you got to know, I fried 10 strips of bacon, y'all. So he already been through here and ate 4. So, no, that's not all he going to eat. So he ate up all this bacon. He said just leave him enough to make him 1 sandwich. So this will do for him to make a single sandwich. So this is what Kareem's gonna make his sandwich out of because he already ate up half the bacon. We're gonna set him off to the side here. You know how boys, guys always do that. If you're frying bacon, they won't walk through and they want to grab a piece or two. But you see, what I was telling Kareem, you know, a lot of people don't want to eat that thin, fried up turkey bacon. And Oscar Mayer is really thin. And it's like anything else. If you know how to cook it, it can be really good, which is really, really good here to me on this one. So, and remember, I showed y'all how to fry. Well, it's on the video. I showed y'all how to fry up that bacon to make it taste real, real good. So what I'm going to do here, remember you put your olive oil in the pan and you fry it, not real fast, and you turn it you just turn it twice, basically. Okay, so this is my fruit salad that I made up last night. It has kiwi, blueberries, and strawberries and apples. So this is what I'm going to have with my sandwich. Now this is my healthy meal, y'all. So whoever was questioning me eating healthy, here's my healthy meal, y'all. I do try to eat as healthy as possible. And this is something that's good to eat. I love good food too. Now, you can use this in your smoothie or you can eat it just like that. Today I'm going to eat it just like that. Kareem likes to just give him a bunch of grapes, so works for me. Okay, so here we are, y'all. That is my BLT and cheese sandwich, breakfast sandwich on pita bread, and that is my nice fruit salad to eat alongside of it. So, listen guys, I'm getting ready to pour the hot water into my tea. That's my teacup there. This is my elderberry tea with ginger. So it's elderberry tea. I have an elderberry tea bag in there. Elderberry and echinacea. It's organic elderberry tea bags and echinacea, I believe. Let me get my can so I can show you. No, this is not the one with the echinacea in it, but this is my organic elderberry tea. It's 36 bags in here. It's not bad. It was like $12 for 36 bags, but you know we have to pay the cost to be the boss. So if you want real good elderberry tea that's organic, I suggest that one. I use that. That's the first time I've used that one. So I'm going to let my tea steep. It tells you to let it steep 3 or 4 minutes. Ooh, sorry about that, y'all. So that's everything there. Smooth the kettle thing out the way. Anyway, I'm going to go put the top on there, let it steep. And I'm getting ready to sit back, relax, and enjoy this little meal here. So listen, hope y'all are having a God bless Friday morning. Well, it's actually afternoon now. Because in between doing this, I did 10 other things. I've been on the phone. In between, I had to stop the camera and do all that kind of good stuff. But nonetheless, I'm getting ready to sit back, relax, and have a good meal. This is either good, eating it piping hot, or it can be just room temperature or whatever. I might run it through the microwave for a sec. And I might even grab me a little bit of salsa to put right there in the center. Y'all know I have my homemade salsa. So, now that I've mentioned it, I think I need some salsa on my plate. So what I'm gonna do is get my sandwich out of the way because I don't necessarily want my salsa to make my sandwich soggy. But I've got some, and I think that Dexter and his family may come have dinner with me this Sunday, and they can eat up some salsa. So I got to make some fresh salsa. So and this batch I've been eating by myself because Dexter loves it. His whole family loves it. And Lauren's like me; she'll eat the whole thing if it's there. So, anywho, y'all continue to pray without ceasing. Keep each other lifted up high. Keep each other encouraged. Be kind to one another. Call and check on people often. My sister-in-law had a situation in the family, and she and I have always been close. And I know the meaning of having somebody to talk to, and I appreciate the fact that she and I are close enough that we stay in touch and keep each other motivated and uplifted. She had a family member that fell prey to the coronavirus, and I am still encouraging and supporting her in getting through that. Now that juice is running. I don't want that juice. Now I ain't one of these fanatics about juicy stuff, but that's just to keep it from getting on my bread. But anyway, let's just try to stay close to one another and be encouraging and continue to pray without ceasing, of course. And if you got any differences anywhere in your family, in your life, within friendships or relationships, because these are such uncertain times, and we just need to be aware where we need to be in life right now. And these are critical times. We're coming up on another holiday. I don't know what those holidays mean to you. Sometimes they have special family significance, organizational significances, or just regular traditional significances. But holidays are some of the hardest times to get through when it comes to dealing with life itself. So I just encourage you all to continue to pray, continue to stand in the gap for those who you know need or in need of prayer. And don't be afraid to pray for people. If somebody asks you for some prayer, if it's no more than, if surely you know the Lord's Prayer, or surely you know a line from it, or a Bible verse or a scripture that you can apply to that person when they are in need, because that's when we need to pray. We need to pray without ceasing. That's all the time. But when a person has a bona fide need or a specific need, definitely don't be afraid to pray for them. So keep those prayers going up now, so the blessings will continue to come down. Reconcile those differences. Continue to call people, encourage people, a neighbor, a friend, whomever. Get in that kitchen and cook something good to eat. Like this was like, what, start to finish, if you did it straight through, 15 minutes max. If you like turkey bacon, remember, put the oil in the pan and cook it lightly. Listen, guys, I'm going. Keep those prayers going up so the blessings will continue to come down. Love you. Toodaloo.